Imagine this, a long, dark hallway. The only sound is the drip, drip, drip of water hitting the cold concrete floor. A single light bulb flickers overhead, struggling to stay alive. Down at the far end, a shadow moves. It's a silhouette, sleek and silent, moving with a chilling grace that doesn't belong in such a ruined place. The figure stops. You can't see a face, but you just know, someone is watching. And then for a split second the light catches a flash of crimson silk. It's her. It's always her. Ada Wong is here. But this time, something feels different. This time, the shadows seem to cling to her not as a hiding place but as an ally. Ada Wong is one of the most mysterious figures in the entire Resident Evil saga. Who is she really? That's a question fans have been asking for decades, and the answer is never simple. She's a spy, a mercenary, a woman who appears when you least expect it and vanishes just as quickly. She operates in the gray areas, a phantom who plays by her own set of rules. We know she's highly skilled, a master of espionage and combat, capable of going toe-to-toe with the deadliest bioweapons Umbrella and its successors could ever dream up. Her motives, however, are always shrouded in secrecy, locked away behind a cool, calm smile. Her signature look is as famous as her mystique, the red dress. It's a bold choice for a spy, a splash of vibrant color in a world of decay and darkness. It's a statement. It says, "I am here, but you will never catch me." This iconic outfit makes her instantly recognizable, yet it adds to the enigma. Why would a secret agent want to stand out so much? Perhaps it's a game to her, a way of showing her confidence, her control over every situation. She is the beautiful, deadly butterfly you can see but never pin down, always fluttering just out of reach of heroes and villains alike. This very mystery is what makes her so compelling. Ada is a puzzle without a solution, a story with missing pages. Is she a hero? Is she a villain? Or is she something else entirely? The series has always dangled these questions in front of us, giving us just enough information to keep us guessing. We see her help Leon S. Kennedy, saving his life on multiple occasions. But then we see her supplying dangerous viruses to shadowy organizations for her own unknown purposes. This constant back and forth, this dance between light and dark, makes her one of the most unpredictable characters in gaming history. Looking back at her history, Ada's journey is a tangled web of allegiances and betrayals. We first met her in Resident Evil 2, a supposed civilian searching for her boyfriend in the zombie-infested Raccoon City. But it was all a lie. She was a corporate spy sent to retrieve a sample of the deadly G-virus. This was our first taste of her deceptive nature. She played Leon like a fiddle, using his good intentions to get what she wanted. Yet somewhere along the way, a genuine connection seemed to form. She saved his life, and he in turn felt a deep sense of duty towards her. It's a complicated relationship, built on a foundation of lies. Then came Resident Evil 4. Years later, Ada reappeared, now working for Albert Wesker and his mysterious organization. Her mission was to steal the Las Plagas parasite from the Los Illuminados cult. Once again, she crossed paths with Leon. She helped him from the shadows, leaving him weapons and clues, and even saved him from certain death. But again, her true motives were her own. She double-crossed Wesker, providing him with a fake sample while keeping the real one for herself. This act proved she wasn't just a puppet, she was a player with her own agenda, always one step ahead. Her role in Resident Evil 6 further complicated things. We saw two Adas, the real one, and a clone created by the villainous Derek Simmons. The clone, Carla Radames, wreaked havoc across the globe, framing the real Ada for bioterrorism on a massive scale. The real Ada was forced to operate from the shadows once again, trying to clear her name while hunting down her tormentor. This storyline showed us a more vulnerable side to her, a woman wronged and seeking justice. But even then, she remained elusive, sharing only what was absolutely necessary before disappearing back into the night. Through every appearance, one thing has remained constant. Ada serves herself. She has worked for villains like Wesker and shadowy corporations, but she never seems fully committed to their cause. She is a freelancer in the truest sense, selling her skills to the highest bidder but always reserving the right to change the terms of the deal. She is the ultimate wildcard. Her brief appearance in the Resident Evil 4 remake, with her mentioning a darker plan, has only added more fuel to the fire. What is she truly after? What is the end goal for a woman who has collected samples of almost every major virus in the series? Now let's talk about Resident Evil 9. The stage is set for the series' darkest twist yet. What if the game finally answers the question of Ada's allegiance in the most shocking way possible? What if after all these years of helping from the sidelines, Ada Wong is revealed to be the final, ultimate villain? Imagine a story where Chris Redfield, Leon Kennedy, and the other heroes spend the entire game chasing a new, terrifying bioterrorist threat, only to discover that the mastermind pulling all the strings is the woman they thought was, at best, a reluctant ally. It would be a devastating blow. This twist would work so well because the seeds have already been planted. Her entire history is a breadcrumb trail leading to this potential conclusion. She's been collecting viruses since the beginning. The G virus, the Las Plagas, the C virus, she has had access to them all. What for? The series has never given a clear answer. Perhaps she wasn't just collecting them for employers. Perhaps she was gathering the ingredients for her own master plan, a plan to reshape the world according to her own design. A plan she has been patiently building for over 2 decades. Think about the emotional impact. For Leon, it would be the ultimate betrayal. His entire history with Ada is defined by a complex bond of trust and suspicion. He has risked his life for her and she for him. To find out that she was the architect of so much suffering, perhaps even manipulating him from the very start, would be soul-crushing. It would recontextualize their entire relationship, turning moments of connection into acts of cold, calculated manipulation. For players, it would be just as staggering. We have grown to love Ada's mysterious charm, always rooting for her to finally pick a side. This would be the ultimate gut punch. The motivation behind her villainy could be fascinating. Maybe she believes the world is broken beyond repair. Maybe after seeing the greed of corporations like Umbrella, and the failure of organizations like the BSAA, she has decided that the only way to achieve true order is to burn it all down and start again. She could see herself not as a villain, but as a savior, using the very weapons that caused so much chaos to enforce a new kind of peace. A dark messiah born from the ashes of Raccoon City. This would make her a far more compelling villain than the power-hungry tyrants we've fought before. If Resident Evil 9 makes Ada the final boss, it would be the franchise's most personal and tragic conflict. The final battle wouldn't just be about saving the world, it would be about confronting a legacy. Imagine a final confrontation between Leon and Ada. Not just a gunfight, but a war of words and emotions. Every line of dialogue would be heavy with the weight of their shared history. Leon, the unwavering hero, forced to fight the one person he could never fully understand, but always felt compelled to save. It would be a heartbreaking climax, forcing players to pull the trigger on a character they've known and loved for years. The reveal would make us reevaluate everything we thought we knew. Every time she threw Leon a rocket launcher, was it to save him, or to ensure her pawn stayed on the board? Every piece of intel she provided, was it a helping hand, or a carefully placed move in a much larger game of chess? Her entire character arc would be flipped on its head. The mysterious spy, who always seemed to have a flicker of good in her, would be revealed as the ultimate puppet master, more patient and more cunning than even Albert Wesker. The woman in red would no longer be a symbol of mystery, but a symbol of doom. This twist would cement Ada's legacy as one of gaming's greatest characters. It would be a bold, brave move for Capcom, refusing to give fans the simple good versus evil narrative they might expect. It would prove that the deepest scars aren't left by monsters with claws and fangs, but by the people we trust. Ada Wong, the ultimate survivor, deciding that the only way to truly win the game is to take control of the board herself. It's a dark, terrifying, and brilliant possibility that would elevate the series' storytelling to a whole new level of psychological horror. So, as we wait for any news about Resident Evil 9, a chilling thought remains. Somewhere out there, in the shadows, Ada Wong is making her next move. Is she gathering her resources to help the heroes one last time? Or is she putting the final pieces of her own dark puzzle into place? The truth is, we don't know. And that's what makes it so scary. The next time we see that flash of red, it might not be for a fleeting mysterious cameo. It might be for the final checkmate. And this time, we might be the ones getting played.